It's a war.
When we left the alone.
You gotta really believe that.
It's all I ever lived for. It's all I ever lived for.
Doubt should be eliminated. You should be a doubt annihilator.
Hit him right there on the light. Yeah, hit him right there. Yeah, do that. Feel it right there. Wait. Come on, you're good. Hang up.
My mentor even got a little mad. Like, I want it all. You know, I thought I wanted it all. You be careful what you wish for. You might get it.
You kill people in the ring, you should kill doubt in your
30 seconds, 30 seconds! Working out. Nice, this is the perfect form. Jack, move your head. It's the perfect form, There you go. Stop his head moving as soon as you can. There you go.
This is you, man. This is working. This is talking about precision. Exactly. Your eyes on him. If he moves, you're gonna move as well. Beautiful, man. Exactly. You can see it. You can see it. This is talking about good footwork.
Stay outside of it.
Nice jab, Mike.
Long shot.
Solid and sharp. Excellent. Beautiful. Protect that, Mike.
Don't land in the middle.
This is you. You just like the game. Just like the game.
Hands up.
Exactly. Perfect reaction. Don't leave your arms after punch.
Sparring Mike Tyson for this camp. How was it?
It was great. It was a great camp. Mike is looking phenomenal. I'm just honored to be a part of this, be a part of history. If it wasn't for him, I would not be here. So thank you.
What's the most impressive thing about sparring Mike?
Everything, his skill, his speed, his power. I mean,
Nice left hook. Up.
Was good for today.
Yeah.
I truly do.
You sure?
Yeah, me
Yes. You sure?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. You sure? Yes. With me too, right?
Yes. Let's do this.
You did great.
We're done.
You sure?
Yes.
Yes. I got a lot
Yes. You know.
Whoa. Yes.
You got better to the
Ooh.
Right, better to the body.
You right, coach?
Mike, that was. Maybe need 10 seconds. Put 10 seconds there.
Mike Tyson just dropped someone in sparring, and this leaked Netflix footage is absolutely terrifying everyone who sees it. We're talking about a 58-year-old man moving like he's still in his prime, throwing combinations that would put active heavyweight contenders to sleep. But here's what's really wild about this whole situation. This isn't just some casual workout footage that accidentally got out. This is strategic. Netflix knows exactly what they're doing by letting this leak. And when you see the business angle behind it, everything makes perfect sense.
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
Time!
More, Mike.
To the side. You give up in the air. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
The footage shows Tyson in multiple sparring sessions, and every single clip is more shocking than the last. First, we see him completely shutting down a sparring partner with veteran clinch work, controlling the pace like he's been doing this for decades, which obviously he has. But then the real fireworks start. Another clip surfaces showing Tyson dropping his sparring partner clean. Not a lucky shot, not a slip. A legitimate knockdown that had everyone in that gym going silent. And get this, there's even more footage of him doing pad work with his trainer, throwing body shots so vicious that his trainer literally drops to his knees from the impact. This isn't some old man trying to relive his glory days. This is Iron Mike showing the world that Father Time might be undefeated, but he's not going down without a war.
History. Why? Because we talk about Mike Tyson. We talk about Netflix, live on Netflix, something that never had before. Things like that you just can do with a name like Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
There's been spots in the ring he's looked.
But here's where the real story gets interesting. Netflix isn't just streaming this fight, they're orchestrating an entire media campaign around it. Every piece of leaked footage, every training clip, every behind-the-scenes moment is calculated to build maximum hype. And it's working perfectly. The pay-per-view projections for this event are already breaking records, and we haven't even gotten to the main promotion phase yet. Netflix knows that Tyson's name alone guarantees massive global viewership, but they're not taking any chances. They're showing the world that this version of Mike Tyson is still legitimately dangerous. Because let's be honest, nobody wants to watch two old guys throw pillow punches for 8 rounds. They want to see the destroyer who terrorized the heavyweight division for years.
I was just in a beautiful room, Mike. Excellent room. Excellent defense, champ. This is the perfect head position. This we talk about it. 40 seconds. You are winning the fight, so there's no reason for you to rush. We are winning the fight. All good for us. Clean shot, Mike. Excellent. Nice left hook. Up.
We're done. The job is over. We're done.
4, 3, 2, 1, and time! Oh, great work.
Now listen to this part, because Tyson himself is saying some fascinating stuff about his motivation here. He's telling everyone that this fight is about making boxing great again, bringing back the era when fights happened regularly and fans stayed engaged year-round. But that's not the whole truth. When he sat down with Fat Joe recently, Tyson admitted this fight is going to be monumental from a financial standpoint. We're talking about numbers that make regular boxing purses look like pocket change. Both fighters carry enormous global recognition, and the combined star power creates something that goes way beyond just a sporting event. This is entertainment on a massive scale, and everyone involved knows exactly what they're selling.
For this fight against Floyd feel? I mean, compared to some of your past ones and throughout your career?
Well, it's all about Mike Tyson's invitation right now, Floyd, you know?
Yeah.
This is what it's about.
The kids,
about
the youth.
Kids,
yeah, giving back. Because you see yourself in them.
This is the future. I'm the past.
Yeah.
And then again, the fight's not over. They see you again. We fighting again.
Yeah.
It's not over because you're just fought. Let's just say, hey, let's squash this peace with friends. If y'all fighting and it had to be stopped by somebody else, I'll see you tomorrow. You're fighting again until somebody gets or somebody unconsciously bow down.
Yeah.
You know, you've got, you know, box fighting is weird at Brownsville. Sometimes people get, you know, sometimes on occasion, man, some of my friends, we're 12, we're 11 years old, we go out and steal it. Around 6 of them, it's out there being like a bunch of little, I don't know, these Wolverines. And sometimes we might get money from somebody get hit by a car. One of my friends got trying to rob this guy with it. The guy has it, my friend's still trying to rob him, and the guy And the guy didn't want to shot him. I said, hey, the guy gave him the money. The guy gave him the money, he still wanted to take the and well.
Here's what boxing analysts are really saying behind the scenes, and it's not what you'd expect. Tony Jeffries, the former Olympic medalist, broke down the real motivations perfectly. For Tyson, this is purely about money. Straightforward, no shame in it, just capitalizing on his legendary status while he still can. But the deeper you dig into this situation, the more you realize how calculated everything is. These exhibitions generate staggering sums that regular fighters can't even imagine. We're talking about paydays that dwarf championship fights, all because of name recognition and nostalgia. And the scary part? The footage suggests Tyson might actually be taking this more seriously than anyone expected.
I mean, to answer your question, the annoying part is that when you and I were younger, there was always these big fights that would come out, maybe a couple times a year.
Right.
The last real big fight that came out was Canelo and Crawford.
Canelo and Crawford, yeah.
Yeah, Canelo and Crawford.
Yeah.
Like, that was a real fight where it was, okay, these are two guys that are, you know, Crawford's undefeated, Canelo is almost undefeated, you know, he has a really great record, he's bigger, like everyone, like the anticipation was crazy. The fight itself was amazing.
Right.
We just saw sportsmanship at the highest level in boxing. It was like you're getting to see real history. But these come few and far between.
But wait, it gets even more complex when you look at what other fighters and promoters are saying. Some people in the boxing world are raising serious concerns about the physical cost of these exhibitions. Even in exhibition format, these guys are still taking real punches, and the long-term health implications can't be ignored. Yet the financial incentives are so massive that those concerns get pushed to the background. Odd Oladipo pointed out that while Tyson's involvement guarantees huge viewing numbers globally, especially on a platform like Netflix that reaches millions worldwide, we have to question whether the spectacle is worth the potential risks for aging fighters. The answer, apparently, is yes when the money is this big.
Different people, I like, what are you talking about? Why did you gotta get involved? He can say it. Why are you involved? All right, listen, as I'm saying, we're different people. So Floyd likes to be, he likes glam, he's very glamorous, and this is what he likes, and I was very, savage. I wasn't that savage, dark, malevolent aura. You know, I was just never the fly, slick black fighter. You know, I was just very serious and I was just very hard and mean. I didn't like the slick.
And here's the kicker that nobody in mainstream boxing media wants to admit. This fight is designed to be entertainment first, legitimate competition second. Neither fighter is at their peak anymore, but years of experience and muscle memory keep their skills sharper than most people realize. The allure is completely nostalgic, pulling in audiences who want to relive moments from decades ago. Promoters understand this perfectly and have built an event that maximizes attention and revenue above everything else. The actual competition becomes secondary to the pageantry, the storylines, and the sheer spectacle of watching legends step back into the ring. It's professional wrestling with real punches, and the viewing numbers prove that fans are absolutely here for it.
No, it's a bag though. You and Floyd Mayweather that's, come on, two biggest names in the whole, what is this, the 20th century and shit? This is the 21st century. These are the two biggest names in the 21st century.
I guess a bag is involved.
Oh, big one, boy.
Let me ask you a question, right?
Can every single boxer, I said this the other day, Jadakiss looked at me like I was crazy. Every boxer could get knocked out. They could get that bell rung, correct? Are they all gonna get their bell rung, true or false? No matter how great you are.
So here's the reality check nobody wants to hear. This leaked footage isn't an accident, it's marketing genius. Netflix and the promoters know that showing Tyson's power and intensity creates the perfect narrative. He's not just some nostalgic figure cashing easy checks. He's still legitimately dangerous. The sparring knockdowns, the devastating pad work, the clinical ring IQ, it all builds the story that this fight might actually be competitive. Whether that's true or not doesn't matter as much as the perception. And honestly, based on what we've seen in this footage, maybe Tyson really is more prepared than anyone expected. So here's my question for you, drop it in the comments. Do you think this leaked footage shows Tyson is actually ready for war? Or is this just brilliant marketing to sell the biggest exhibition fight ever? If this breakdown opened your eyes to what's really happening behind the scenes, smash that like button, subscribe for more boxing breakdowns, and hit the notification bell because this story is just getting started.
But we see what Floyd's doing here. He's like, yeah, I'm going to get in there with Mike Tyson, who couldn't do anything with Jake Paul. I'm going to get millions of dollars. Well, yeah, I'm up for that. But again, I don't blame Floyd Mayweather for doing this. In boxing, I always say, you know, there's not much money in it for the regular people like me and you if you're a fighter. But for someone like Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, they've earned absolutely millions of dollars for like me and you if you're a fighter. So we've got to make as much money as we can while we can and then get out of the sport. But with these two, they're multi-millionaires. And I want to get into the tail of the tape and talk about exactly the records and all of that stuff with it. But first, I just want to say, like, I believe that these are doing this for different things. Mike Tyson is doing it purely for the money. Purely for the money Jake Paul got. And I think this is the most viewed fight of all time, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. I might be wrong in saying that, but I'm sure it was. It was hosted on Netflix. And Floyd's been one in the past with his ego that he wants to just, you know, be in that limelight all the time. And when you're not in the limelight all the time, you want to have that limelight. Floyd's got all of the money in the world. You know, does he want more money? Yes, obviously he does. Who wouldn't? But think about it. How would this change Floyd's life in terms of money? What will he do better? Will he buy more cars? No, he doesn't need more cars. He's got every car he wants. He's got skyscrapers. He's a multi-millionaire. Why does he need this fight? Well, it's for the limelight, for the publicity, is to stay relevant. And he's been fighting around the world in some exhibition fights, which I've not watched. I think the last one I watched was when he fought Logan Paul, which was really entertaining. Then he's had more fights where no...
With a buck. Oh, he's sensitive as hell. Not only is he sensitive, the man, he's insecure like hell. He's insecure. And he gotta have a leg up on your... And he saw the Barrios fight, and Barrios just got smashed by Ryan Garcia. And then now, he like, oh, shit, well, Barrios is all right. I'm better than Barrios. Even though I'm damn near 50, I'm still better than Barrios. My experience, my hand speed, I take care of myself. I had some exhibitions. I know I can still do this. That's the reason why this fight is happening. The rumors are damn true. It's sad, but it is what it is. And you know what? The money right now for content is crazy. Netflix is paying for any type of great-ass content, man. If you seen the change with Netflix, man, I almost canceled my damn subscription with Netflix because I got sick and tired of seeing the same boring-ass on Netflix. And now they got this woman in place now, and she's seeking out, and she want the best of the best content. You know, they got podcasters and stuff all on Netflix now. I mean, it has grown crazy. So, you know, Jake Paul opened up the Netflix avenue. Yeah, he opened it up. And now, you know, you got old legends like Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, now they get their chance. Now they get their chance on that.
Kind of picking and choosing, and they decided to pick this one. It will do big numbers. Trust me. I was talking to Gareth A. Davis about this today. I was like, if Netflix was around, or it was around, but if Netflix was a player in the game in 2015, how many people would have watched their first fight on Netflix? Bear in mind, 4.5 million people bought the pay-per-view for well over $100. Crazy. I mean, the pay-per-view generated over $500 million. Can you imagine how many people would have watched it on Netflix back then? Back then. They still will get a big number. I still think they'll get around the 70 million number. I really do. So, although there'll be people like me scratching my head saying, why are they doing this? They're doing this because people will watch it. There will be a lot of people.
It's about the old-time fighters, which is why Tyson always gets views even today, because people are always curious about the Mike Tyson mystique, the Mike Tyson effect. So people that weren't able to be alive and wake up the morning of a Mike Tyson fight to know what that feels like, you know, want to feel that today. I promise you, it's nothing like it was in 1989 with Tyson, no matter what you guys want to feel. But regardless, I think people get curious about that. And I think this is going to be sort of the same thing. There's nothing that's going to match the Mayweather-Pacquiao era of that time where they were flying and people wanted to see that fight. This is not going to be that feeling on the morning of. But like the champ said, on the morning of, whether you like it or whether you don't like it, I think you're gonna end up, you know, ordering that pay-per-view or watching on Netflix, whatever. This is on Netflix, so because your curiosity is gonna get the best of you. You know, whether you're a boxing fan or whether you're not. And Netflix knows how to choose them.
Divisions with younger, tough guys over the past couple of years. You know, I guess you could say Mike did too. He did get into with Jake Paul, 30 years younger than him. But no, I don't think there's a concern with these pre-bouts going into September, especially with that looming. And listen, that thing is going to sell. It's going to sell. People are still going to buy Pacquiao Mayweather, Pacquiao 2. I guarantee it.
And you don't have to buy anything. It's on Netflix, comes with your subscription. It's not a pay-per-view. You can watch it for free. Or, no, obviously once you have Netflix. But this
Nothing's free anymore. You
nothing's
gotta
free anymore.
You gotta be subscribed.
Everything's behind a paywall. But this idea, Paul, you talked about the nostalgia. You know, it's one of those things where this is a fight not a lot of people are nostalgic about. We're nostalgic about these fighters, but this isn't, you know, your point of view of the third Duran-Leonard fight.
That's it for today's